Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 119?
19.
Where are we?
19.
Did I change the thing? Did you change the thing?
19.
I don't know what we've done here. You are listening to the Stream Void Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between. My name is Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Curb Stomped.
Hi.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes.
See how I mixed those two up now?
Did you?
Yeah, I put.
I didn't notice.
I didn't introduce us first. I introduced the podcast first. You didn't even notice. Wow.
It's all blurred together.
All blurred.
Sorry to tell you.
It is March the 5th, 2023.
Dude, it's almost summer.
I know.
It's beautiful.
It's still snowy outside, though.
It is. It sucks.
We are, of course, recording this on a Sunday. You are, of course, listening to this on a Wednesday, maybe. I don't know. Whatever day you listen to it in.
You got 1 out of 7 chance of being correct with that.
I got 1 out of 7. It's pretty good. It's pretty good odds.
Yes.
It's better than the lottery. That's for
That's
sure.
definitely true.
If you are listening to this on Wednesday, please post a comment. Leave a comment down below and let us know that you are listening to it on a Wednesday.
Sure.
So that I can be right.
Sure.
At some point. With that, I'll ask you, sir, how was your week?
It was good. It was fine. I did my working, as one does. I did some warehouse time, some office time. I was alone in the office on Friday, which was like good because no one was there.
Yeah.
But it was also boring because I didn't have that much to do. So a lot of time was like, you gotta look busy, pat it out,
Yeah.
I wasn't on Reddit then when you walked in the office. Wink,
Are
wink.
You trying to wink at me?
No, I was winking. That's me winking at the boss. Like I wasn't doing anything.
Oh, that's I don't know.
Okay.
It just seems like you're scrunching your face up all strangely.
I can't really wink. Okay. But I was in the office on the Thursday, and I had like a weird thing that I heard from. I don't want to call her my nemesis anymore. She's my nemesis, but I don't want to call. I was thinking, like, man, what if they start hearing this? Like, someone stumbles across this and hear me talking mad shit about her.
Chance that, not a good chance, but there's a chance. She's
not gonna find it, but maybe someone else will.
She's not very.
No, but I was just like, well, whatever. I can't really get in trouble, so. But it just was like, and whatever.
There's no names mentioned.
No. And maybe it's embellished for comedic effect. Who knows?
Who knows?
They would know if they heard, though.
Yeah. Yeah. She knows what she did.
Yeah. So anyways, she is going away. That's why she wasn't in the office on Friday. She's going on a little vacation, which I didn't care 2 shits about. I didn't ask her about it or do anything with it because I don't want to talk to her and I don't want to know. And I just overhear her talking with the other 2 women, like, oh, it's going to be a nice getaway and blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. I don't really think too much of it. So I went to talk to my other coworker because she she says these stupid stories. This is what brought it on. My coworker comes in, she's doing something, and they're talking about their kids. They all have kids, whatever, and she's saying how her daughter's sick. She's, oh, do you know what I did? I went outside and I got this big stick. And whenever she comes near me, I hold up the stick and go, stay away, 6 feet, stay away. And she's like laughing and stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck? So then I was like, my coworker's sort of laughing at it. And then she says a story about like when her kid was sick or whatever. So then I was like, did she think that story was real? Like she actually did that? So I wanted to get her opinion on it. So I was like, when she said that story with the stick, like, did you think that was real? She's like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, really? You think she went outside and got a stick and she holds it up when her daughter comes near her? She's like, well, when you say it like that, no. And I was like, yeah, like, I was just like, why would she make up a stupid story like that? And then laugh maniacally at it. I guess she thought it was funny in her head and she was trying to get a laugh. I don't know. I just was like, that's so weird. And she's like, oh, do you know what's weird? And I was like, no. And she's like, do you know what she's doing for her vacation? And I was like, no, I don't. I didn't care to ask. And she's like, okay, so I'm going to tell you what this is she's doing. And you tell me what your first thought is, okay? So she's going down to somewhere down south in BC, but I don't know where, just a small village. or whatever. I don't
Small
know.
village in BC.
Somewhere down south.
Okay.
Like, I can't think of the names, but like there's like anyways. She's going down there. She's gonna relax. She's got an Airbnb or whatever, and she's gonna go down to and just relax for 4 days, whatever. Alone. Not taking her. They're not married, but not taking her husband or her kids. She's just gonna go down and relax.
Yep.
But she's not telling her husband where she's going or the name of the place, because if she does, he's liable just to show up where she is
and try and get all romantic with her.
That's all I got. That was all I got. And I was just like, oh, really? And my coworker's like, yeah, that's what she's doing. And I was like, God, that really sounds like something that's someone that's going to have an affair would do.
Yeah, sounds pretty sus.
And I was just like, that's really weird. Like, really, really weird. So she's like, yeah. Yeah. And I was like, wow, okay. So she's not going to tell her husband where she's going or like how to get a hold of her. She's like, she has her cell phone, but she's not going to tell her like where she is or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Let's break it down a little bit.
Break it down one time.
Let's assume she's not having an affair.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't got enough communication with your significant other to be like, I need time away from everybody. I'm going to be at this place, but don't show up. I need my time away. You cannot show up. You can't bug me. This is my 4 days of relaxation or whatever.
That's what I do.
And like, you're in a relationship with an adult person that would be like, that's your time.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 4 days, Michael.
Exactly.
No problem. But she can't even have her husband not just show up.
Yeah, sounds like a communication issue right there.
So is she
Unless it's
having
an
an affair? I mean, I don't think really. I don't think so. Like, I think I would have probably
Sniffed that out a while ago.
well, just like, she's not that slick. So I would have heard her like texting and like laughing to herself or something, you know, or like
yeah.
being really smiley looking at her phone or whatever, you know? So I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just like that's just the way they're together, basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, she has said things in the past where it's like, wow, he seems like a really like jealous and controlling guy. Like, did I tell the story about when she bought this like homeless guy coffee one time?
I believe so, yeah.
And how like he gave her one back one time, like, oh, you bought me the coffee, like I got you one, and like I would have taken the coffee myself too, but I wouldn't have drank it because she pulled up in her car and he's like, I got you coffee, and just gave her a coffee. And I would have been like how long has this bum been holding this coffee for, right?
It's just cold coffee now.
Yeah, but like, you know,
Full
did
of
he just
retinol.
buy it as he saw her pull in, or did he have it like out sitting in the sun for a week and like, here you go? So she got the coffee and then told her husband or boyfriend, whatever, fiance, I don't. Anyways,
Yeah, whatever.
he's
Whatever
like,
he is.
He's like, you can't go there anymore. You can't go to that Tim Hortons anymore. And she's like, why? He's like, oh well, strange men are giving you free coffees. You can't go there. You can't go there. And she's like, okay, all right, I won't go there. So maybe it is legitimate. She just needs to go away for 4 days, and she can't tell her husband because he would show up. But it's just, I don't know, very weird to me.
I mean, he's already installed tracking software on her iPhone, so he'll be able to find her.
She has a work one too that he probably hasn't. But I don't know. I don't know, man. It was just like very weird. So that was the story I had at work anyways.
Yeah.
She's just a weird woman, dude.
It is what it is.
You don't think it's weird?
I mean, if she's trying to get away from her boyfriend for a couple days, I mean, she could just break up with him since he's just.
But
like,
they
a jealous
literally
guy.
live together and they have kids and everything. Like, it's not like that easy.
It's that easy.
Well, no, it's not. Come on, dude. No, it's not that easy. I mean, I don't think it's like he's abusing her or anything like that,
Yeah.
obviously. But no, it's not that easy.
As long as she's happy, that's all that matters, really.
Is she though?
I don't know. Is she?
I don't know.
You
I
would be the
I
one
would
to know.
have.
You would be the one to know if she's.
She
happy
just
or
said
not.
things in the. I can't imagine be like the thing she said. I couldn't imagine being like, wow, I have a really fulfilling relationship. Like just like they were the two other women in the office that are like the owner's wife and the owner's wife's sister.
Yeah.
They're talking like, oh, me and the. I'm not going to say my boss's name, but me and him went for a walk, and then we went home, and we've been watching this TV show together, and we watched another episode, and then we had a nice dinner, and then we had a nice talk, and and then her sister's like, oh yeah, me and my husband, went to the beach, and we had a nice day at the beach, and had some cheese and crackers and all this stuff, had a nice conversation, and they're like, what did you do? And she's like, oh, I just went home and read a book or whatever. And they're like, oh, do you ever do anything with your husband? She's like, no, we're not friends. We don't do anything together. We don't have any common interests. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't do anything together? Like, the only thing is you have 2 kids together? That's the only thing? I was like, wow, that sounds terrible.
2 kids and the Lord Jesus.
I don't think she's religious, but
No, that would.
no, the other 2 are.
Yeah,
But no, I don't think so.
that would explain why she would be still with him
No.
in that case.
No,
if
no,
she
she's
was
not.
ultra-religious.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's strange, but she's got to get away. She's got to get away, right?
Yeah, it just sounds like a terrible relationship to me.
It does
anyways.
sound like a terrible relationship.
So.
It sounds like just absolute trash,
Just
broken
like
relationship.
I don't think
that
it
needs to be,
just sounds like boring.
Well, yeah. If you're with someone you don't have any common interests with, and all you do is go home, eat some saltines, and read a book, then that's that something's got to change.
I guess maybe she likes it. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's cool for her. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just as like, ooh, that'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go for a hike. Oh, I'm gonna stay at home. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Can we do anything together? No, we don't have any common interests.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Do you want to try to maybe enjoy something I do? No, that's okay. I'll just stay here. Wow. Okay. Whatever. So anyways, yeah, my first thought was like she's having an affair, but then I just was like, ah. Or maybe she's going to be like on the Tinder, like down there and like, which way do you swipe on Tinder? I don't know.
Swipe right.
That's like good? How do you, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. Like,
there's a lot of swiping up and
I know
down.
there's a lot of
right?
swipe. Now that you mentioned, I have no idea what swiping which way means what. All I know is that there's swiping involved.
Yeah. Do you know why it's called Tinder?
No.
Because you're trying to create a fire.
Oh, trying to find a match.
That too. It's like a double whammy.
Oh, it is a double whammy. Hello.
So, anyways,
Double the whammy, double the fun.
That was my work week.
Wow.
Anyways, yes. What about you?
Yeah, I had a work week.
Did you?
Yes.
How did it go?
I went to Lillooet. I went to Lytton once. I drove back the same day. I was basically just training my replacement to do the things.
Your replacement?
Yes.
What do you mean replacement?
I'm on vacation after today.
Oh, I see.
After today.
When you say it like that, it's like I've been let go.
No. Someone needs to be able to fill in for me while I'm on vacation. And after today, I consider myself on vacation.
Perfect.
Because today is my last day of responsibilities.
Yeah. So
I still have things to do.
Stop messaging me after today.
I mean, you can still message me. It doesn't matter. But
non-work related.
Non-work related.
Yeah.
Yeah. My work phone is off now. It's just off.
Nice.
But the key people have my home phone just in case stuff goes absolutely terrible.
And you building at $500 an hour?
Yes.
Nice. I love it.
No, I can't do that, but I can charge some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just work, just training.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff changing.
So did Buddy start taking ginkgo biloba?
No.
Oh.
No.
So he still is just like, we got to sort this out. Like, Buddy,
No.
I sorted it out 10 fucking times already.
Since I've been leaving town, he's been a lot better
Yeah.
with that kind of stuff.
Out of
Like
sight,
that,
out of mind.
Yeah. Well, it's just because he wants me out there with the crews.
Couldn't he just say that?
Yeah. Well, that's what he does.
Yeah, but he doesn't say it
But
in a nice way.
He also panics a little bit too much when
Says it
stuff's
like a
going.
peckerhead, doesn't he?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
bit. He's trying to fix all that stuff
Okay.
with his
His brain?
issues. Yes.
He needs ginkgo.
He needs some ginkgo biloba.
Maybe like a fucking edible at the start of the day too.
Could be.
Smooth him out a little
Smooth
bit.
him out a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to say too much about stuff that's going on because the boys are listening and there's a lot of management stuff happening. So
The boys all love you though.
the boys all love me for sure.
if you asked, they'd blow you.
Maybe some of them.
You don't even have to ask. You don't even ask nicely. You just be like, someone needs to get down on my Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't ask. That's the law.
No, I'm not meaning like at work. It's off the clock.
Oh, off
obviously.
the clock. Okay, yeah.
Obviously. Come on. Obviously.
My work truck
Mhm.
has been like my old work truck has been just off the road for quite some time. And one of the main things was that we were supposed to get that work truck back on the road because it's one of the only ones that has all
like
the things.
the whole like big ass
the whole
work truck.
big ass work truck.
Actual work truck.
Actual work truck.
Yes.
It's the one that
Has like the portable like work area.
yeah, it's the one that Dirty Ron and the boys was
Yeah.
driving around for a while. And then, it's a V10 Triton, so it split one of its headers and fired a spark plug out the top. So we were waiting for that to get. We had to get a whole new engine in it. Had to get a whole bunch of other stuff done. Spent $20,000 getting this thing back on the road.
Yeah.
We take it in for a CVI, which is commercial vehicle inspection.
And they're like, no,
CVI'd, and
failed.
They go underneath and they're like, yeah, it's rusted out, frame's rusted.
Get a new truck.
New truck.
So
it's like, oh my god.
So they spent all this money. Like, okay,
we had it up at several large truck facilities to get it done, and none of those guys said anything about.
But that's
the
not
frame.
their job to tell you that, is it?
Well, it'd be nice if they did. We're giving them a ton of money to do some
It's like,
repairs.
we lifted it up. It's really rusty under there. But the thing is, it's just like there's just some fucking wrench monkey under there.
Yeah, but these guys that they're like big truck places, so they know what they're looking for, especially, and they can do CVIs and stuff like that. So you would think that someone would have noticed that, especially since they've been under there multiple times, repairing brakes, repairing all this kind of stuff. It's like, oh my god.
But the thing is they don't make any money if you go lift it up and go like, we're putting a new engine in, but maybe I should let them know it's really rusty before I put the engine in. They go, let's put the engine in and bill them, please. That makes us money. If we don't put the engine in, we don't get paid money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But you'd think,
oh, I didn't notice. Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, it is. Oh, look at the holes. Oh, how did I miss that?
As soon as they got the check, they could have just been like, oh, yeah, your frame's rusted out.
Yeah, but like then they know it's like malicious, dude. They'll let the CVI guys tell you that.
Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah, we had it in 3 different places, 3 different shops. Nobody said anything.
Maybe it was hidden then.
I could have been.
Maybe it's something you had to have your little mirror out looking.
Yeah, that could be.
Who knows? Maybe the CVI guy was lying. He was like, oh, this is how I get my bribe. You got to grease his palm.
I don't know.
Slip him a $5 or see what happens.
We did a hot $5.
A hot $5.
A hot $5 bill.
Goes a long way nowadays.
It doesn't actually.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. Which we were discussing.
You're right.
We were discussing that before the podcast.
Yeah, I couldn't believe we were talking about like cost of living, and he's telling me the stats of how much people pay for like food and shit, and I was like, no fucking way, that can't be right. Yeah, it might be right. It might be right.
Yeah, I mean, inflation's up so high right now, especially on food, and you're like, oh my god, how is this costing this much now?
Yeah.
I'll buy a tin of beans and a packet of bacon. It'll be like $300. I'm like, what's
expensive?
It's so expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was my work week. On vacation for the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, last day of responsibilities is today, which is to get the podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
And probably no podcast next week because I'll be off and about.
Yes. So we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Bye. No, wait, we're not done. We're not done.
We're not done. We're only been recording for 45 minutes here.
Exactly.
Not even 45 minutes. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Other than that, didn't play anything except for Game Club because, oh my god, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, I played something.
Did you?
Yeah, I played Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
What do you say "oh" for? Why you say it like that?
I've played it before. It's not my cup of tea.
When did you play it?
A while ago.
How?
Like a while ago.
Like how much did you play though?
A little bit.
Like 2 minutes?
No, probably about half an hour.
Yeah, it's not even. You didn't even get through the tutorial.
The tutorial, if it doesn't grab me in that time, I'm just
come on, dude. You
continue.
played through the friggin' Destiny 2 tutorial, and that thing's hot dog shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have a fondness for Destiny, so
anyways,
I had to get through it.
Yeah, me and the tank were playing Generation Zero.
Yep.
And that game just is too buggy for me, and like it's just too. I don't know,
Is that
like
the robot game we were playing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
like I'd be playing and it wouldn't track some missions, and like sometimes it would, and then it would crash all the time, and
Yeah, I remember having those issues where we
it was
would
just like
one guy would go off and complete the mission, and the rest of us would be like, "Oh, well, now we can't complete it."
yeah, so
Because
it
it
was
wouldn't
like,
complete it for everyone in the party.
it was just like it was a fun and interesting game, but it just was too much for me. So we kind of put that on the side. But we're looking for another game to play. That's basically on Game Pass. That's sort of multiplayer or whatever. And I sent him a listing of all the games that I thought were interesting, and he poo-pooed them all.
Of course.
Except, well, what do you mean, of course? He had reasons why for everyone. Like, I suggested Fallout, and he'd already played it a bunch, and like
Fallout 76?
Yeah. And I can't remember the other one that I said. But anyways, and it was like, oh, Elder Scrolls Online, that's on Game Pass. It's gratis, you know?
Free, gratuit.
I've already played it, so I know what's going on. So we were like, let's try it out, whatever. So we played it one night and had fun, and then we did it another night, and it was good. So I think it's going to be a reoccurring one for us. It's just like a fun fucking around, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people have fun playing that game.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. I'm not gonna poo-poo anybody
It's
else's
changed a fair amount since you played it, because it's
Probably.
now like level scaling. You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Do anything.
That's not fun.
Well, it kind of is and isn't. I mean, there still is challenge, but it's just like every zone.
Yeah.
Before it'd be like if you stepped foot into the wrong zone, it's like, oh, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You can't even do 1 damage to these guys. But they did it so now it's pretty much every zone is playable, and then the dungeons and stuff are challenging. So
I'm just I guess I'm just old fashioned where I like that non-level scaling.
I
where
prefer
was like,
that too.
I'm like,
but
I can't go here yet, but and then when you get there, it's more of a like, hey, I got here. Great.
Yeah, I
Let's
like
do it.
that too, but I don't mind this the way they've done it in Elder Scrolls. But in an MMO, I'm more okay with it because it's like, oh, my buddy's level 150, and I'm level 2, and I want to play with him.
Yeah.
Like, does he make a new character? It's like, no, fuck you. Whereas this one, if I can take my level 150 character to the same zone, and I'm doing the a proportional amount of damage to what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because to him the mob is level 1, but to me it's level 150. So that's fine. I don't like it in single player.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it level scaling? Like Skyrim, it's all level scaled. It's like I'm level 50 and this mud crab is still fighting me like I'm
right?
level 1. Like that's bullshit. I don't like that.
I like the way Destiny did their level scaling because they didn't level the enemies to you, they leveled you to the enemies.
Well, I mean, that's more or less the same thing the way this is going. Either way, really.
Yeah.
They both get the same result. I don't.
Well, it's because when you're low level,
yeah,
the enemies.
Oh, they
if
can
you're
still
higher
kick the
level,
shit out of you.
Yeah, when you're low level,
okay.
you get the shit kicked out of you. When you're higher
Okay.
level, they don't so much kick the shit out of you, but you still don't kick the shit out of them.
Okay, so this is okay. This scales you to the
Yeah, but if you're low level and you go to a high level area, they kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Whatever. MMO, whatever. I kind of like it just because then you can play with your friends, whatever. But yeah, we had some fun, did some dungeons. So far, nothing's been a challenge, but we've only done like the easy shit, really.
Yeah, nice.
But then there's a huge sale going on with ESO right now where you can buy like all the expansions for like $30. So I was just like,
okay.
Okay. And it was like it's like the collector's editions.
Yeah.
So I got like these stupid fucking pets and mounts and all this shit.
Nice.
So I did that. So it's been fun anyways.
Yeah, good.
I like it. I have a good time. It's not crossplay though.
No?
No.
That's weird.
It's not even cross-platform like Xbox to PS3 or PS4 or 5.
Why?
I don't know. They just haven't done it.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You'd think with an MMO like that's something that they would implement, right?
They should totally do it, but it's probably because Sony charges a fee to do cross-play, or at least they did. I don't know if they still do.
Well,
But like, make it cross with PC.
Yeah, just leave Sony out of it. Make it cross with everybody else.
I prefer to play it with a controller though.
I mean, you can play with the controller on PC.
But I can't play with the tank then. And I already played it for like.
Well, when it's crossplay, you can.
Yeah, but my character. Well, unless I can log into my Xbox account on PC and have all the shit I got, I'm not starting again on PC.
No.
I got too much. I got too much shit on the Xbox.
They'll do it the way Destiny did it, where you just
Choose your account.
choose your account.
I'm hoping Warframe eventually does that, but they haven't yet.
No, yeah, that Warframe definitely should.
Well, Warframe is crossplay now.
Oh, that's good.
It's just not cross save.
Yeah.
Because I logged into Xbox and I played it, and you can play with mouse and keyboard on Xbox.
Yes.
So I did.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What were you playing recently that you could plug in your mouse and keyboard?
Cyberpunk.
Well, Cyberpunk. Yeah.
But Cyberpunk is not good. It's good, but it's like, remember I said tab is crouch or like control or something is crouch.
Yeah.
And it's not, you can't make it toggle. It's
What?
Yeah, it's push to crouch.
That's dumb.
Dude, it sucks balls, and you can't adjust it or anything. I'm hoping they do another patch to like fix the mouse and keyboard controls because it's really fucking bad.
Yeah, I haven't played that on mouse and keyboard yet. I've just been straight on the couch playing on controller
The whole
for
time?
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I loaded it up on the big rig here just
Dude,
to see what it looked like.
It sucks with controller though.
I'm not having an
The
issue with it.
controlling is just like accelerated or something. I don't know. I don't like it. Mouse and keyboard was much better.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't had any problems with controller. Maybe just because I started with controller and
I don't know.
I've just been playing it the entire time with controller that it's okay.
But I was too, and I just was like, something's wrong with it. And then I was like, mouse and keyboard, and I was like, oh yeah.
maybe I am feeling something's wrong with it, but I think that I chalk that up to frame lag from going to
No.
like TV.
No, it's not.
Because if you don't have it in game mode, then you stick around. It's like there's that little bit of delay, right?
No,
'cause it's
it's
trying to
just the
output
way the game
HDR10.
is. It's kind of like it's got auto aim and stuff like that, but it's got like accelerated
Yeah,
control.
I'll have to try that. That's what I chalked it up to.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try it on mouse and keyboard as well.
I liked it a lot more. Like I made it further than I ever made it with mouse and keyboard. I actually almost got to Johnny Silverhand.
Oh,
So I've never made it that far on controller.
Hmm.
Anyways,
I know I put it on the big rig just to check it out with full detail, just everything jacked up, running 30 frames because that's what Cyberpunk does. Just max ray trace. I'm just like, 10 frames, great.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What the hell kind of PC I got here?
Yeah.
But yeah. The graphics in that game are still ridiculously intense. Nothing can run it at full chooch. Not even
I mean, the Series X can run it at 60 frames per second in performance mode.
Yeah.
And 30 in ray tracing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's equivalent to Ultra PC. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
So
I don't think so. Yeah, because you jack the people up, like the crowd.
yeah,
It's just like there's so many people on those streets,
yeah,
but then you get in 5 frames a second.
Yeah,
Just trying to
just
render
chugging
all these people.
around.
Yeah, it's still one of the most graphically intense games out there
Mm-hmm.
in regards to its optimization and whatever. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if it's a issue with optimization that nothing can really run it at full chooch.
I mean, they did. Optimization.
Yeah,
They're still working on it. So
probably.
yeah. So, anyways, and the only other thing, I didn't really play anything. I mean, I've played more Until Dawn and beat that and everything like that. I can't. My video idea for Until Dawn is not really going to work out.
No, why?
Well, did I say what the idea was?
You said it in private, not
Okay,
on
so my
here.
idea was to do a video about like everything they got wrong about Canada in this game.
Oh, yeah.
because it takes place in Canada, right?
Yep.
But when I was like laying this video out in my head, it was based off of the things the teens were saying mostly,
Yeah.
and doing, because they were doing all this shit that was wrong. But eventually, you learn in the game, they're not Canadian.
They're Americans.
They're Americans
there you
visiting
go.
Canada. So it's like most of the video was like stuff they were saying and doing that was like no teenager in Canada would do this.
Yeah.
So the amount of stuff that could actually go in the video is very limited. Like there's, it'd be like a minute long video basically.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I guess I can't really do what I wanted to do, unfortunately. It was a good idea, but because like I remember when I was doing it, one of our stream friends, the Bavarian Gamer, was like, "Oh, on the wiki it says they're American," and I was like, "Well, how would the wiki like what? It doesn't say that anywhere in the game. Like, are they just assuming?" It does say it in the game, but it's only on like you have to find like one of the clues. Like the game is like a horror game where the kids go to the cabin, the kids start dying, and there's a mystery about what's happening. There's an evil creature, whatever, blah blah blah. But you can find a clue, and it'll say like it'll be like, what does this clue mean? I found a clue, and it was like, oh, you found like the guy's dad's award for his movie directing. And it's like, okay. But then you find later, like, the kid faked his death. And then it updates the old clue about the dad's award saying like, oh, he learned about special effects to fake his death because of his dad's film work.
Oh.
It's like, oh, the clue sort of like, related to the game. So I found a clue that it was like a newspaper clipping, and it updated all the old clues, and it was saying how on the map, this shows where all those where the 2 American teenagers went missing a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they are American. Damn it.
They are allowed to say beanie. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, it's not going to work out. But anyways, I beat Until Dawn. I got everybody killed. I had to like work hard to kill everybody in that game.
Yeah.
Like literally the last scene, there's 2 characters that cannot die until the last scene.
Yeah.
You cannot kill them. It's not possible. So I finally got them killed and whatever. And it was brutal. Like, they're getting their heads chopped off and shit. But
yeah.
Seeing like the real actor, like Hayden Panettiere's like head laying on the ground, decapitated with her tongue hanging out was a little weird. But anyways, it was good.
Yeah. Nice.
So, and then I watched on Movie Stream a terrible, ridiculous movie last night.
Of course. What else would you watch?
Well, like this movie was legitimately bad.
Oh.
Like we watched The Garbage Pail Kids, which I know is a bad movie, but it's like ridiculously bad, like in a like, oh, it's good kind of way.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, it's good.
So stupid you can barely get through it.
No, you can get through it, but it's just like so gross and stupid and everything like that. Whereas this other movie, like, and it's a dumb movie. Like it's about Garbage Pail Kids. They're aliens.
Yeah.
They came to Earth and they're gross. And like this kid pisses himself 5 times in the movie. Like it's so stupid. It's stupid. Like everything about it is stupid. It's not serious, obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas this other one I watched called Bloodhook that I'd never heard of, it's taken itself seriously. Like it's a serious slasher movie about a guy who uses a giant fishing hook to kill people.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking stupid. Like, and I know people are always complaining like, oh, I didn't like this horror movie. Everyone was so stupid in it. And it's like, yeah, it's a horror movie.
They're supposed to be.
They're stupid. But like, this was like a movie that was supposed to be like a thriller, like legitimate thriller. Like, it's hard to explain the difference. Like I know the difference because I see all these other movies that people complained about. But like this one, like the characters were legitimately stupid. Like you think in a horror movie, it's like, why would you run back in the house? Well, you're scared.
Yeah.
Like you're not thinking right.
Yeah.
Where it's like they want to draw out the killer. So the guy's supposed to go sit in the boat and play this music to bring him out.
Yeah.
So rather than doing that, he sits in the boat overnight, just like wringing his hands till the morning. And then the killer puts by on his boat with what he thinks is his dead's girlfriend body in it. It's like wrapped in her like robe.
Yeah.
And he's like, see you later, kid. And the kid's like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. So rather than starting the boat and chasing the guy, he takes the boat back to the cabin, gets in the bed with his like girlfriend's friend who wants to have sex with him, lays down in the bed, starts touching her, and then thinks like, no, I better go get my girlfriend. And then leaves the cabin.
Oh my God. That is stupidity beyond.
And it was
that's
like,
just beyond.
What the fuck? Like who wrote this? Like, and someone directed it. So then like, I got to know who directed this. Cause like, obviously this guy never worked again in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I click on his name and it was, the name's not going to mean anything. His name's Jim Mallon. And I'm like, Jim Mallon? He was like one of the like writers and directors and producers of Mystery Science Theater 3000. He was the voice of Gypsy on Mystery Science Theater 3000. And I was like, he directed this movie? What the fuck is going on here? So it was terrible. And I was like, wow, this movie's got a great poster. Like, how have I never heard of this movie before? And then I was like, oh, that's why I've never heard of this movie before. Because it was so stupid. So
it's got a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's high, dude. That's high.
Oh man, that is a great poster.
Yeah, it's like a picture of like a bikini girl with like a fishing hook. And she's like, the fishing hook got me.
Got her bikini.
Yeah. It doesn't get their
the bottoms and the
bikinis.
top. Yeah.
And apparently
oh my God, fishing was never like this.
Yeah.
You can't worm your way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
It was apparently threatened to be given an X rating originally for violence because it was so violent.
X
rating, like adults only, basically. X just means adults only. It doesn't mean pornography. It just means adults only. But like the violence is so ridiculously stupid, like legitimately fake looking. But I know that as effects get better, your eye for it, the old stuff sort of is like, well, obviously that's not real. It looks so fake. But when that's the new effect at the time, it looks real. It's
crazy. You're not desensitized to it.
Well, and it looks real. You're like, oh my God, you know, but as you look back now, it's just like, that is fucking, you know that shit's fake, right?
Yeah. The Blu-ray DVD cover looks
more menacing.
More menacing, yeah.
Yeah, it's
once you're hooked, you're dead.
Yeah, it took itself seriously like it was a serious movie, but it was just so stupid. And it was like the guy had a metal plate in his head, and the kid used a stud finder to like see that it was metal, and like, just so stupid. Anyways, I don't recommend it.
These characters, dude.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Like everyone in the movie, this is like legitimately their only acting credit, basically. They were like in nothing ever again.
Dude's playing his Casio keyboard in the bed.
Dude, and that was part of the story. Was like every 17 years the cicadas come out, so the cicadas interfere with the guy's metal plate in his head and drives him crazy. But it's only when you play certain other tones with the cicadas then it drives him crazy. So they played this one song in the movie like 10 fucking times. And I'm like, this song again? But that song's tones mixed with the cicadas drove this guy crazy.
Yeah.
So then he's like, I got to kill these kids, but I got to use this big fish hook to do it. So it was fucking stupid, man. It was so
silly.
stupid.
That looks silly.
Yeah, it was so dumb. So I don't recommend.
Yeah.